Hello, Internet. It's Adam Malik Aaron here, and we are doing more box office predictions. So, the same week as Dark Phoenix, we have a far more bankable movie, The Secret Life of Pets 2. We have Max over here in his, poster, Don't Laugh. So, my predictions. Let's go over what this movie has going for it. Its original was a freaking smash hit. Let's look at the original. The original opened to over $100 million, which is humongous for an original animated movie. Although some would debate the term original here, but it's not a sequel. It ended up making over $368 million domestically and $875 million worldwide. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, domestically, this is Illumination Entertainment's biggest movie, outside the Despicable Me movies. Yeah. So that's a real positive step. That's a really not step. That's a real positive. Just an overall general positive for the film. And in terms of kid-friendly competition, I know Aladdin comes out 2 weeks before this, and then 2 weeks after this is Toy Story 4. So it has a decent amount of time to make enough money. And for some strange reason, Illumination movies and Pixar movies, it's almost like they gel in a way. They don't really hurt each other too much. Because, Monsters University, if we want to compare, there was like Monsters University and Despicable Me 2 back in 2013. And yeah, Monsters University took a pretty big hit because of Despicable Me 2, but it still did alright. Both movies did great. So the same could happen here. Now, I know there's like it's not really a con, but it's not a pro either. Kevin Hart, oh boy. Well, I don't think his whole thing that happened like in January with the whole Oscars fiasco, I don't think that'll affect this movie too much. It didn't affect the upside. That movie did great. And that movie was released directly in that whole fiasco. So Kevin Hart, I don't think he'll tank this movie, and I don't think he'll tank the Jumanji sequel either. Now, the thing that's worth noting is the voice of Max has changed in this movie. Originally, in the first, it was Louis C.K., right? We all know what happened to him, the Me Too movement. So, obviously, Universal scrapped him in this movie and replaced him with a different actor. It's sort of noticeable, but I don't think it'll have too much of an effect on its overall performance. So those are just things to throw out there. Any potential cons? Not too many. The original came out 3 years ago, and some people may have forgotten about it. Some people probably thought it wasn't all that great. I haven't seen much advertising for this, which I think is strange. Granted, it's only March. It doesn't come out till June. But so far there hasn't been really much, marketing wise. Well, I expect they're gonna start ramping it up the closer it comes out. So overall, I don't think this is gonna do as well as that first one. That first one made some serious bank. I don't think this is gonna be lightning. I don't think lightning is gonna. This is not gonna be a lightning in a bottle 2, essentially, because sometimes you just can't replicate your predecessor. That's something a lot of sequels struggle with. So opening weekend, I'm thinking 80-ish million, which isn't bad at all. And they'll probably have a final total of between 250 and 300, which would not be bad. I'm not saying it's gonna flop. That's not a flop. That's far from a flop. But I don't think it's gonna be as strong as Universal hopes it will be. But I still think this will definitely be one of the bigger hits of the summer because, it's dogs, pets. Who doesn't like dogs and pets and cats and all of that? Easy money, essentially. Look at Goose the Cat and Captain Marvel. That cat's become more popular than Brie Larson. So, which isn't exactly hard to do. So yeah, that's Secret Life of Pets 2, my predictions on that. Next one will be Men in Black International. And there's going to be some real interesting things to point out with that. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and I will see you all next time, and I am out.